I'm taking all of this cover off the top of the benches here. And since we know that the bassets are definitely going to claim this spot, I thought best solution would be that this bottom part is not white. I haven't put the trim and everything on it yet. I just want to get a base coat of the color that I'm going to do on the bottom here, and then we can add our trims later. I still need to order some more lumber for a few things like the table, the bottom of the benches, some trim that will go along the bottom of the floor. I'm going to give a shout to Home Hardware and just get them to drop it off this week for us. But I'm going to get this painted today, at least have a coat on it. So I'm going to put some painter's tape along the bottom. Out of my wide stuff. 2 strips of thin. I'm going to use the same blue that I used on the bottom vanity in the bathroom. You can't really see the color that much in there because it's such a small space, and the blue is really gorgeous, and I already have the paint, so there's no point in buying any other color when this one will match perfectly fine. This will definitely help not to show as much dirt as opposed to white when the dogs are gonna. So there will be a little 1/4 inch trim around all of the corners, along the bottom, along the top. Finish this off. Philip is underneath that mattress, if you can see him. Putting the faucet back on the bathtub. Because, you know, there's definitely not an easier way to do that.
Well, I mean, this is the comfiest way. I don't know about easy.
So we're screwing on some bolts from the back, faucet for the bathtub, and then we're going to put
the faucet for the bathtub is just put on by these little
2 black rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
super
then
easy.
Is that all that needed to connect there? Because the rest is all
and
from
the
the
water
front?
that goes to our water heater.
Oh. Okay. But you're not connecting that yet, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna connect that
you
right
are.
now.
Okay.
So it's all done back here, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Then I can finish painting all that.
Yeah, and I
there.
can put the cap back on. And do I remember which was the hot and which was the cold?
Probably not.
No.
I'm coming closer to see you underneath there. You
Come
are. Oh, too much fun in the camper. The work that we did yesterday in the camper bathroom is all dry, which is great because then I can do another coat or 2. It's definitely needed another coat. Just something about soaking in the walls here. But we're gonna get all the faucets and stuff done today and hang up the shower curtain bar. That way everything in there will be functional, and then we can get it all cleaned up. You think I can get in there with you and film? It's so funny.
I'll get in the tub. Tubs and stuff.
In the tub. And he's like, come on in so you can film me. It's so small in this bathroom.
It's spacious.
It's not a bathtub for 2. Just because it's our anniversary doesn't mean I'm having a bath in that bathtub with you.
That's too much.
Did you make sure that the hose was that long? It's not a very long hose.
It's not?
I don't know. Come check, see if you gotta lower it. Not a big deal if you have to. Oh yeah, maybe it's longer.
It's not a really long hose.
Well, I thought it was much shorter than it was. I'm like, you're really overzealous with the height of this bathtub.
I figured I wanted above my head, right? Maybe not.
Is it long enough? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's plenty long enough. Okay.
Sweet.
You'll just have to shower on your knees from the height of the
I
bathtub.
can't wait. I kind of want to set it up. I'm gonna try it out.
For sure, we'll have to test everything before we
Just
go.
on a warmer day.
On a warmer day, yeah. Gold spray paint on the faucet really just glampers it up a little bit now, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're blinging.
We're blinging in the bathroom. Faucet's on. Wait, I want to... I need some more light so I can actually see you. Hold on, I can't...
Standard height.
Standard height. Yeah, you're touching the ceiling there almost, but you're good. I love your demonstration. Is that how you shower?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the sink faucet on.
Okay.
And then we can get the shower bar up. Faucet. I can't see it because the bathroom is so tiny. Countertop needs another coat. Sidewall there needs another coat. And then we can hang the mirror up. And that creamy colored strip around the front of the cabinet there needs another coat. Shower curtain hook time. Even though I feel like that whole bathroom's just gonna get wet when we shower, hopefully this will help. And we still have to finish that vent, but let's wait for some warmer weather to fix that vent up. If you come out more, then maybe the shower curtain will not touch you so much.
Huh.
First time hanging a shower curtain, Robin.
Huh.
I should put the hooks on before you screw that on. Can I thread the hooks on first?
Sure.
I feel like I'm gonna drop them all.
If I was doing it, I would drop them.
Thinking ahead, thinking ahead. I see why you were having a problem because it like sticks in the...
So go beside those holes.
There?
Yeah, you need to come down a bit at the top. There you go. Maybe even a little more, but there.
Good?
I think so. That looks great.
Where did I put it? No, that's not the shower curtain. I'm aware that this is a full-size shower curtain. So we might need to trim the bottom length or something if it's excessively long in there.
Don't you want it long so you can kind of...
Stand on it in the shower?
Yeah, push it out? Oh, you think it's going to be that long?
I'm not sure. I know the length of it's going to be way longer than we need. Okay, it looks like it's crooked, but that's just because the camper is on a slant.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look crooked. I just hold the camera the same angle and then it's fine.
Okay. See, oh, okay, the length might not be bad, but it's going to be super long. Tiny spaces. All right, mirror mounting tape. Super easy. Picked it up at Home Hardware, double-sided foam. I think this is gonna give me permanent solution for the mirror. I don't need anything fancy in this mirror for this bathroom. Such a small space. No one's gonna be doing any major getting ready in this space. So we're gonna just stick it to the wall with this double-sided tape. Turn the mirror around. It's also an original mirror from the bathroom, which I think is kind of fun to use anyways. And then I can stick it to the mirror. The original tape that was on there, I literally can't peel it off, so we're gonna work with it. I don't wanna hang it too high so the kids can't see in it, but I wanna hang it high enough that us adults can still see in it. I'm thinking here works great. I might wanna put something on that side actually. Little shelves, so I'm gonna put it here. That way I can put some shelves on this side or even on this side without it bothering the mirror. Oh, that is on there. Yay. It's nice to see the bathroom coming along a little bit because it was kind of the dreaded space that we kept putting off just for the sake of the fact that it's so small working in here. And it's kind of daunting when we had to replace ceiling, make sure the leak didn't leak anymore. Fans are pretty gross, but I think it's gonna turn out nice when we're all finished. We'll get some decor in here later on. Build some shelving to put like toothbrush cups, some of our shelving for shampoos and soap, little towel racks, spots for toilet paper rolls and stuff to go. But I think overall, it's gonna be a really useful space for us, even though it's so small. It's gonna make the best use of the storage options we can do in here.
The mirror looks amazing.
I decided to put it here so we have some room here for the shelves, Philly. We'll just ran in the house to do some stuff with the kids, so I didn't show them, but I said I was gonna put it here, Philly, but I moved it over because I thought, well, you can watch yourself from the game. I wanted to be able to have some room to put some shelves here, and if we put it here in front of the mirror, it's gonna block part of the mirror. Right. There isn't really anywhere to stand on this side or this side, so I figured if you really wanna look in it, your really only standing spot to look in the mirror would be here.
No, I think it's I think it's ideal.
We can still put a little shelf up here, and then a couple little shelves here, have our toothpaste cups and everything. I don't know, we have this whole wall and this whole wall now to add storage that won't obstruct anywhere where someone has to stand or walk. That was the thought process behind that.
I like it.
But more white painting.
Well, and we have this mirror here.
Oh yeah, and there's a mirror on the back of the door. I still haven't painted the back of the door.
Elysia's just doing the lower cabinetry of our kitchen. We want to get everything painted up and the final coats on everything so we can kind of have all of the cupboards and all of the doors hung.
Out of our way.
Out of our way. We still have some doors in the garage.
Yeah, the uppers above the jackknife couch.
Yeah.
And then we also have a lot of the extra cupboards that we took down when we first bought the camper. You guys all saw us take out a whole ton of cabinetry. So we're not really putting any of that back up, but we want to maybe do a few extra things with some of those doors. I'm not sure yet exactly what we're gonna do, but to add some storage back into the camper. So I wanna get these all hung up, hardware back on, make sure we have all the pieces. Then we can start putting the trim work and everything around the bottoms of the floors, and then work on actual storage solutions for inside the cupboards. So I did paint inside of the cupboards up here, but I haven't painted the backs of the doors. This is just some information about the camper. So I want to get that all done, and then I'm thinking of putting in some type of shelf liner inside, like a rubberized one, so things don't slide around so much. And then maybe even doing a little tension bar inside. I saw online some people would do. We want to be able to put food and stuff in this, maybe can stuff before we leave. And so I saw that they put this cute little tension bar in front here so that nothing will fall out. And we have to put the magnets back on the doors so the doors stay magneted shut.
But the magnets for the doors are really strong.
They're
so I don't think
strong.
anything would pop out, but that's just a good secondary.
Yeah. We're going to have the fun task after Christmas time of going out and getting all of the stuff that we need for the kitchen for cooking, because we're not going to want to take what we have in our house here. We're going to want to have a set that stays in the camper, which is fun because we get to go shop for kitchenware stuff and make a list of what we're going to need, get some storage solutions for some of the kids stuff that they're going to take. We've been making a list. We want to ask you in the comment section, because you know I'm going to forget something important on my list. What items would you absolutely have to have if you were staying in a camper for 3, 4, 5 months at a time? Off grid. So don't tell me you're like Ninja Blender and all like a crock pot and all of the amazing things that maybe we use in our kitchens now. Has to be off grid. Yeah, we're gonna be doing baking, cooking our meals in here. We're not gonna be like going to McDonald's 10 minutes down the road. Maybe once in a while, because we have looked, there's a McDonald's. Phil's looking at me from behind the camera. There is a town about 10 minutes or so away from where our off-grid property is. So if we do run out of supplies, we can go get things. But we won't be eating out and getting stuff like that all the time, only when we maybe do a trip into the city to pick up some supplies. Philip and boys who already searched where the closest McDonald's was. Let me know.
It's not really off-grid living when there's a McDonald's 10 minutes down the road. Literally gonna hop on my dirt bike and come back with a Big Mac.
Big Macs and cheeseburgers. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section what kitchen items you absolutely couldn't live without.
Microwave.
You're not. You can clearly see I need your suggestions, because Philip is zero help with what we need to have in the kitchen.
Okay, isn't there an off-grid microwave somewhere?
Goodness
Just a solar power microwave?
We've been in the camper all day today getting some more work done, painting cabinets that we've already painted one coat on, so that's kind of boring to show you guys again. We need to get those coats on so we can get the protective layers on. Finishing up this bathroom is really a task. If you look back at what the bathroom looked like originally, and that we had to completely gut it and then build it back up again, it's really come a long way.
It looks amazing, and it's finished, I would say. Little touch-ups here and there. We need the bottom cabinetry on, the doors, but everything kind of in the bathroom besides the ceiling fan that is going to get changed out.
Yeah, we gotta get new ones.
Everything seems to be done. The roof is done, the tile on the backsplash is done, the mirror is now up, the faucets are in, everything's hooked up, there's a water heater in there.
Now it's just cosmetic.
Now it's just cosmetic.
Yeah, getting the rest of the painting done, and then carpeting the bathroom floor with the carpet. Tomorrow I gotta get that in, but I couldn't cut it and lay it out right now while some of the bottom stuff is still wet. And then we definitely want to be able to pick up some items that we can use for storage on the wall, or build some of those shelves that are in there. So I think I'll probably get to that tomorrow if I have enough wood laying around, because I want to use as much scrap as I can. It's pretty fun to get that done. But yeah, we got some good progress done today. We did a little bit of painting on the underneath of that bench to get, that's gonna be black once the pups get to it, and we're in here all the time with our shoes getting kicked off. So I think really having that white along the bottom really didn't make a whole lot of sense. So I think it's going to be much better that it's blue.
It looks better.
We can't wait to get building the table set that's going to go in the kitchen. That's really going to finish that end of the camper. I'm going to be doing some DIY curtains and stuff too. So we're just waiting for our trucks going in the shop this week, and then we'll be able to get to the city to get some more supplies for that. But we have a lot more to do before we get to those things anyways.
Absolutely. Thank you, YouTube family, for watching. You guys are loving our daily uploads.
Love it. We love seeing you guys every day as well.
Absolutely. So leave down in the comment section things that you would take with you that are a necessity if you were ever to go off grid.
For like 3 to 5 months-ish at least. So you're not thinking like a small camping trip. We're thinking living in the camper while we build on property. Must have items. I'm putting together a list, but he is no help because he knows his McDonald's 10 minutes down the street.
Microwave and Mickey D's.
So I need some help, some suggestions. I don't want to miss anything on my list, because as soon as Christmas is over, we will be going shopping for all the items we need for inside the camper. If you guys want us to take you along on that, we'll definitely be doing that. So let us know. But we love you. Thanks for being with us and supporting our family. Catch you next time.
Catch you next time.